Watch your step. Trim my whiskers! Are you the adventurer I prayed for? I am Kuzamjo, priest of Mara. All morning I've prayed for a sign, and here you stand, sweat shining in her benevolent light. Oh, tell me you've come to save our performance. It's only the blossoming flower of our Heartsick festivities. A staged proclamation of Mara's message of love and compassion, sure to warm the chests of even the most stone-hearted dullards. There's only one tiny little issue. Our theater troupe lacks passion. I fear their hearts are caged songbirds, struggling to find a tune. Speak with the troupe's director. She will know where to best shine your light. Meanwhile, I will gather some coin to pay you for your aid.
No charge to have a look.
Finest merchandise around.
One more time, Gadaz. Whenever you are ready.
Release them, veil friend!
For the 100th time, Gadaz, it is vile fiend! Oh, let us stop and rest. We will begin again shortly.
Forsake the ones that made us to fight a wrongful fate.
Well,
These fluids are quite...
They sneered when clockwork made its demand till twilight raised a hand.
If you are hoping for an autograph, it will have to wait until after I save this play. Unless, of course, it ruins my career. Oh, my scales shiver at the thought. I think I may be molting. You should have said so sooner. Tell me, are you classically trained? What conservatory did you study at? Are you familiar with my work and its influences? I see. Well, perhaps a fresh set of eyes and ears will do our play good. You will want to speak with our 3 troupe members. The writer, Eshinia, our lead actor, Gadaz, and our choreographer, Telelmi. Help them each, however you can. Excellent! I will leave you to it, and keep myself busy by seeking out a strong drink. My scales are suddenly very tense.
my sweet flower, your petals shine in rebuke of the night's hungering dark. That's not right. He wouldn't describe his lover as something so delicate. It needs bravado. Wait! Oh, perhaps a moose, drinking her fill of moonlight. Oh, that's stupid. Oh dear. Did she sound disappointed? I just can't seem to wrap my head around this play. I thought I would write to Godaz's strengths, really help him shine, but it's not working. He's as emotional as the scenery, and it's all my fault. It's about a warrior rising to meet a great evil that has stolen away his love. How he will stop at nothing to be by their side again, even if it kills him. The main character is brave, dashing, kind-hearted, all the qualities I see in Godaz. Yes, but it's all my fault. My writing has lost all its rhythm. I find myself tripping on the words, and I wrote them. Was it wrong of me to try to write to Godaz's strengths? I know he has this character in him, but I fear I'm just getting in his way. You aren't entirely wrong about that. I've been so focused on making Godaz look good that I've forgotten why I was writing the words in the first place. The play is my admission of love, something I hope at least Mara will appreciate.
Think, Telelmi. An adventurer strikes true at the heart of evil. They do not falter in the face of adversity. But how do you capture such will and determination on the stage? If only this were a ballet, then I could really put on a show. What a treasure! Look at you! All leather and weapons and... Well, the less we investigate that smell, the better, yes. I am struggling with our climactic fight scene. It currently seems so rote, so wooden. Please, show me how an adventurer moves. A delve? The kind filled with brigands and cobwebs and dust? Oh, still your beating heart, Telelmi. You can do this. Onward then, adventurer. Let us sally forth toward inspiration.
Are you my replacement? I told Dreams and Scenes that I just needed a little more time. Who am I fooling? You're washed up, Godaz. You couldn't squeeze a soliloquy out of a singing horker. Bless her umber scales in your pity for an actor in need. This has never happened before. I've performed for kings, queens, and even a lich or two, but this performance, these words, they're different. You see, I've fallen quite in love with the writer Isinia. Her words could shake the very foundations of Orsinium if she had but a capable performer to bring them to life. I fear that I lack the voice, the heart, the soul. Of course. An opinion from a fellow thespian, unburdened by the weight of heartache. I am struggling with the climax of the hero's monologue. He stands atop a hill, bathed in Mara's light, and commands the fiend to release his love. Release them, vile fiend! Yes, of course. He stands at the ready with the warmth of Mara's affectionate light, the very warmth I feel when I read Isinia's words. Thank you.
The Celestial Mage. In pieces. That's crazy talk.
Many paths await us.
You lonely?
How gruesome! I am not much of a fighter, so I will leave the hack and slashery to you. Of course, if you wish to share any pointers as you disembowel fiends and behead scoundrels, I will take note. That was remarkable! I've never witnessed such a breathtaking act of heroism!
Kiss. You get all the luck, Tummy.
It was truly a marvel watching you cleave your way through that delve. Such grace with every strike, such certainty with every spell. I hardly even registered the smell of blood and filth. I was so enraptured. Most certainly. I can hardly keep myself still. I must get right to work before I lose the sharpness of your ferocity. Oh, who am I kidding? I will never forget your commanding presence. Thank you, dear adventurer.
Are a knave and a jig.
Graduate that book. The covers were too far apart.
He goes to the city for the pig. He
Breathtaking!
horses, everyone. Let us take it from the top in 3, 2, 1.
A hero returns home to find his meadow ablaze and cottage sunbird. I stood before his manor and raised blade to tusk, sharpening each to a point that could pierce even night's dark veil. Release them, vile fiend! And so we slept soundly atop a bed of flowers, never to be separated again.
Excellent work, everyone. Now rest up before we get back to it.
That was remarkable! Gadaz finally embodied the hero! Oh, I knew he had it in him. Thank you, dear stranger, for all the help. We should probably cut the musical number in the Vampire Lord's Court. But otherwise, I think we have something really special here. And Gadaz was remarkable, inspiring even. Maybe it's time I have a little chat with him. Gadaz, I was transfixed by the way you shaped my words in your mouth. You were stunning.
No, Asenia. It was your words that allowed me to bare my soul. I am clay, molded by your writerly hands.
I hope you know that Dreams and Scenes will take all the credit. It's her right as director, of course. But know that we are all very grateful for your assistance.
Are you aware that you have a natural affinity for the arts? At the very least, you've proven as much to our troupe. Do consider traveling with us sometime.
I do not know how you did it, stranger, but I stand here with muck on my face. I should not have been so hasty to judge you based on your vocation. I am one to talk, after all. A success? It is too early to tell, especially if extra coin is what you're after. I am at least certain that we will make up our losses. With luck, we will earn enough gold to take the play on tour. Do thank Kuzam Joe for us, yes?
I have not heard any loud jeering, and no one has asked for rotten fruit to throw. Does this mean your efforts were a success? Has the troupe finally gotten its act together? Apologies, I could not resist. My heart flutters at this good news. You have saved us all from the many boring and terrible ideas I had to replace the performance. You have my thanks, traveler. Take this as your reward. Is that Mara's light that brightens this hillside? Or simply the warmth of seeing a friend return? Could not stay away from our Hearts Week celebrations, I see. Well, I am glad for it. There's someone I would like you to meet. A woman approached me in search of a friend, and I cannot allow a lonely soul to wander our celebrations. Her name is Samara Gautier, an interesting woman with a hearty laugh. Would you care to join her and partake in some holiday fun? This Samara seemed familiar with our traditions and mentioned having something particular in mind. Seek her out on the road into Belkarth and find out her plans for yourself. And remember, if you need any help, Come speak with me.
Tell me that lovable oaf Kuzam Joe sent you. He should know I have some thoughts about his little Heartsweek celebration. Where's the wine? The frivolity? I even wore my good dancing boots, and all I've done so far is stand around. Indeed I am. Every stitch sore and wink. And don't tell me you are Sanguine's new little helper. Have I got that right? Oh, you and I are going to have so much fun. And there's not a moment to lose. I swear, what are they even teaching in schools these days? Listen, love that diva, but Mara is only half the story. Sanguine has a stake in Heartsweek festivities too, and there are certain traditions that are at risk of getting snuffed out. All in good time. First, we've got to hoof it around Belkarth. Meet me at the Crossroads Tavern, the Gem and Flask, and at a quaint little picnic south of town. Then, we can talk about traditions. Who? Sorry, never heard of him.
How goes your dealings with Samara? I have known few people with more menacing a smile than my Sentrat cousins, but still she seemed the friendly sort. Sanguine traditions, huh? Very interesting indeed. Our festivities here are in celebration of Heart's Day, a holiday which does indeed share a date with Sanguine's summoning day. Honoring the Daedric Prince this time of year is not uncommon. Are you worried about summoning the prince to our little festival? Oh, fear not. I am certain he has greater affairs to attend to. If you're worried about the harm that may come from the traditions themselves, well, that is entirely up to you. I won't pretend to be familiar with his traditions, or those that Samara plans to perform with you, but I trust your judgment. After all, Heartsweek is open to both friends and fiends alike.
Do your trading here.
We all remember Anne and Kroll went out to sea one day. It blew your
Welcome to the Crossroads Tavern. Apt name, don't you think? A place for the oldest tradition of all. Chance encounters and casual trysts. But don't get too excited. That's not what you and I are here for. We're here to bless this holy place. Has anyone ever told you how clever you are? See, it wasn't all that long ago that folks used to leave a bowl of blood beneath their bed for good luck. We'll do the same with a toast. Of course, that means we'll need a bottle of blood. You're the enterprising sort. Do what you do best and rummage. Of course, you could also offer up your own blood-red vintage. That is, if you aren't squeamish. I keep a fairly clean knife handy for just the occasion. Your choice. Now that's what I call getting into the holiday spirit. Well, if it isn't my sanguine sommelier, Back with a bottle? Hope you haven't stolen any sips without me. That would just be rude. Phenomenal. A toast, then, to chance encounters. Whether they end in love or heartbreak, may they at least be memorable and worth the price of the room. Good work, friend. A tradition well honored. There you are. I was beginning to wonder if you strolled into the lake. Now are you ready for our next tradition? We'll be helping a couple take the plunge, if you will. Over the bridge, a pair of sweethearts enjoy a picnic. They love each other dearly, but neither has the courage to say it. Mara would have them wait for a sign, but I've found lives to be too short to leave to chance. I say we give them a push. I find song to be the best way to grease the wheels of romance. Head on up to Belkarth Bazaar and find Lachlan, good friend of mine. I requested specially made instruments for this very occasion.
Greetings! Care for a set of maracas? Perhaps some castanets? Whatever you're looking for, I am certain I have it. I did not think she'd darken my doorstep so soon. Yes, I have her instruments, though I should warn you, the enchantments she requested are quite garish. As she requested, they instill a voracious fervor. I fear listeners are likely to tear each other limb from limb or go mad from the tune. If she's changed her mind, I do have instruments with gentler effects. Of course, yes. Whatever Samara wishes. If you would be so kind as to not mention that I second-guessed her, I would greatly appreciate it.
You're telling me. You know what attacked us the other day? Warriors made out of stone. What is it?
Hope Lachlan wasn't too much of a bore. You know how musicians can be. So particular about their tools. Excellent. Such fine craftsmanship. I just may have to visit Lachlan myself and sing him praises. Stay for the show, won't you? I'm certain it will be fun. Welcome to the Gem and Flask, your one-stop shop for rudimentary enchantments and schoolyard poisons. And be warned, Umin is a terrible conversationalist, and intoxicating his brews are not. Not enjoying ourselves, that's for certain. At least, not yet. There's a basket upstairs with some frogs in it. Grab me one, will you? Any of them will do. No need to check their credentials. Did you choose a good one? I wasn't going to tell you this, but there was a correct choice. No going back now. Now begins a lesson in perspective. Mara would have you believe in the inevitability of love. But what's her advice on finding it? Join her priesthood? To find it, you need to take risks. Sometimes that gets you hurt. Other times... Well, wouldn't you like to know? I want you to kiss the frog, and before you start protesting, it's not an idle fancy. Kissing this frog will grant you a new, let's say, perspective. After that, we'll play a little game. Words to live by, friend. Now give those bright eyes a rub and go outside. You should spot a few treats courtesy of your friend Samara. Collect them for us, will you?
Stop right there! When you pay your bounty. Fine, fine. Now go away.
bounty must be quite a burden, Skeever.
I hope the gods thrash you for that. The gods will see you pay for that.
I think I'll go to Dragonstar. There's an arena up there. Lots of gold for the taking.
Don't you have any heart at all?
I hope you haven't shown up empty-handed. I'd hate to be cross with you, especially after how far you've come. Precious morsels, each more mouth-watering than the last. Consider this one tradition fulfilled, friend. You took a risk and tried something new. No tricks or poison lips this time, but that won't always be the case. Remember that. Well now, by my count, that's 3 traditions upheld. Have I got that right? I hope you learned a little something from our time together. Can't have Mara's light snuff out all the passion and sharp edges that come with love, can we? Remember me the next time you sip some wine. Now go on back to our priest friend. You best get a move on before Kuzam Joe starts looking for you. Wouldn't want him to think we've run off together, would we?
My little light returns. How was your time with Samara Gautier? I trust it was entertaining? She seemed the amusing sort. You might be surprised to hear this, but I am happy that the Daedric Prince is getting some attention this holiday. Passion is both fire and light, and harmony only arrives with dedication and patience. Now here. Some coin for your efforts. You're back, and not a moment too soon. I am afraid to admit that I am a bit out of my depth, friend. The Blue Sash Guild is in desperate need of help, and only someone with an understanding of the adventurer's life can aid them. Heartsick needs your help.